To another ZenlerFBH. So in this one I've been asked a question by Helen and she's asking Dickinson, sorry. I've got an upsell going out as an offer for my mailing list this week in the form of a self-hypnosis MP3. I spent quite a few hours going through tutorials on digital offers and can't find answers to a few questions, so I'm hoping to find some help here. Actually, in the complete guide to Zenler, I have how to sell physical and digital products, so you should have all the information there that you need inside the NZ Masterclass bundles on tutorials.newzenler.com. However, I'm going to run you through it anyway. The product is a standalone and not attached to an existing course. So on the courses funnel, is there a way to delete or hide the sales page so the rest of the funnel is fine? I don't want to delete the entire thing. I know to link directly to my checkout page. Am I able to allow them to purchase lifetime access to listen to the MP3 but not download it? Okay, so one thing you must understand, that any media online, whether it's images, PDFs or videos, or audio, can be downloaded if someone really wants to. This is something that is a very common question asked, and there's no way around it, no matter what you've heard. Okay, and especially if it can be played. For instance, I could play a video, say our office hours, and I could turn my screen recorder on and it would record the audio sound from the computer, and of course then I've captured it, so there's no way to avoid that. Also for the video itself, I could use screen capture video and actually capture from the screen itself, so anything that's actually showing or any sound within your computer at all can be captured. So that is a kind of mute question from that point of view, but I understand how you might not understand this. So moving forwards, how can we create this kind of funnel system where you're going straight to the checkout page? Well, the checkout page is after the sales page. So when you're using the dynamic course block, of course that's going to take you through the whole system. It's going to take you through the sales page for them to find out more information, and then they're obviously going to go to the checkout page, and finally once they've filled their details out for payment, then they'll go through to the course access page, and that's the way that it works. However, if you don't have the course inside the course block or the dynamic course block, you could put another button in there and it could link directly to the checkout page. So I'm going to show you how that kind of worked on a test site, and then you can see, and then we'll look at how you can put your actual MP3 into the course itself. There's two ways of doing it. One, you can put it onto the course access page, and the other way of doing it is to actually put it into the curriculum itself, and then you can use the inbuilt course player inside the curriculum for them to play the actual audio track, which is the easiest solution. The putting it onto the course access page, you're going to need to use some external software in order to embed that audio code into the page itself, which is a little bit more troublesome, and obviously I don't support external applications that will play audio. Okay, so let's jump into our site and have a look at it. So I have a site here that I'm using to run live workshops through at the moment. This is currently where we're up to. I haven't got any courses in this page, but I'm going to quickly throw a course together to show you kind of what happens. So I'm going to go into my admin, I'm going to go into courses, and I'm going to show you the potential problem that you've got with the initial course. So I'm going to come in here and just create a quick test course. So I'm going to call it course A, okay? And we're just going to run through this. I'm not going to do anything spectacular here. I'm just going to create the course and then publish the course. So I haven't even got a curriculum in here at the moment. I'm just going to go to the course details and actually I'll put something in here. This is what I'm doing on Sunday. So I'm just going to put a course card in there. And then I'm just going to go straight to the pricing. I'm not even going to change the sales page. So I'm going to add a pricing to this, and I'm going to call this a one-time payment. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here, and just in case anyone wants to buy this, you never know, I'm going to put $100 in here and leave all that default, come down here and click finish. Okay, so I need to put a name for this as well. So it's buy this. Okay, and finish. Okay, so I'm now going to publish this course. So this course is now published. So again, I'm going to just drop the course block in here just so that you can see what's going on. So I've got the home page for this site, which is this one here. So I'm going to flick that up and I'm going to drop the course block in here, and then you're going to get that course that we just created show up. So that's it doesn't matter, I could have 20 courses in there, they would all show in the course block. So we're going to be creating the course that you're going to use that isn't going to show in the course block, and then we're going to link to the checkout page. It's as simple as that. So now I've got the editor showing. I'm going to come into blocks, go into courses, and where I've got this dynamic course block, you could use this one or you could use this one. I'm going to use this one, and you've also got this one here, my courses, but this is the one for the blade. So all courses, all courses. So I'm going to drag that into, let's just put it at the top for now, and you're going to see one course will come up because we just published that course. There it is. So you can see it's in there. So let's just click save to that, and let's go and create the course for the actual download now. So I'm going to come back to my courses, and for the sake of this I'm going to just clone this course out. So I'm going to go clone, and that's going to then clone us a new course, and we're going to go in here and we're going to call this course let's call it audio because that's what we're doing here. So I'm just going to call that audio. I'll just change this image over and change it to another one so you can sort of see. Okay, so I'll just put that in there, click crop and save, and then of course you'd set a price up for this as well. So because you've cloned, of course it doesn't clone the price. So we're going to say one-time purchase for this, it's lifetime access, doesn't matter, and let's call this 200 US dollars here, and we'll call this audio download. Okay, so that's what you've got. Okay, I haven't set the download up in there at the moment, so I'm going to click finish to that. I'm just going to publish this. Now if I go back to this and I hit the refresh, let's just preview this page, you're going to see that 2 will come up. Here's the course A. I need to change the name of that, so let me just come into here and change this to audio download. Okay, just going to update that and refresh that page. So this is what's showing. So at the moment you've got the audio download, someone clicks to it, and you're going to go to the sales page for this. So you want to jump that page and go straight to the course, this page here, so you can actually buy from this page. And so the problem with this is that it will go through that process. So it will go to that audio page, this page, the sales page. Yeah, that's the way it's going to work. So the only thing we can do is we can do a button going straight to the checkout page. So if I copy this URL, this is for the audio download, then I can go to course details, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the course private. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to go make course secret and click update. Now what will happen on the actual site now is that that one will disappear, which means that I can go back into my home page, and let's go to the home page quickly, and we can jump into this, and what I can do is I can set up a button to that. So I can say something like lifetime access. So I can put something like down here. Let's go and take this. Let's go and use this for an example. Just take this, I'll just clone it. So I can do something like that, lifetime access to this course, to this hypnosis, pretty hypnosis audio track. And then what I could do here is, let me delete this rubbish out and stick a button in here. So I'm going to go in here and just stick a button. Let's go and grab a button, and where that button link I just took, I mean obviously you style this all up however you like, but to get this to work I can go action, go to link, and go in here and just put that in there and click save, And now we will go straight to the checkout page of here. So to put it in here, you're always going to go, if you're using a dynamic block and you're not making your own blocks up, you're always going to go to that sales page. That's the way it's designed. However, we bypass that with this button. So if I go back to this now, we just hit refresh, then you're going to have a nice thing come up here, and you're going to click here, and it's going to go straight to the checkout page for that. And if you look at I have a site where I do exactly that. I never really use the block for course access, for showing all my courses. I always make my blocks up like this. So I do go to the course sales page with this, but I don't have to. I could come straight to the checkout page. So I do not even use that at all. I just click in here, and then it goes to the sales page from here like this. So that's how I do it. So I don't actually use that main block that we have here in my site. So lots of people don't use this block. They just manually make their own blocks up, and then you can point it to whichever page you want to go. Right, so that's the first thing. So now we have that set up and you understand how that works. Now inside of this audio, we need to put the audio in here. So what you can do is, obviously you'd go through to your course access page and you'd style it however you like, because this is the page they're getting entry to. And there's two ways of doing it. One is we can use the curriculum to put the upload up. So let's just go in here and add a section. Let's call it audio track. Okay, and then I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to add a lesson type, and we're going to call it hypnosis. Yeah, and then I can upload my audio track. So I already have an audio track here just to throw in there. I have a podcast WAV file, so I can just put that in there like that, and you're going to see that appears, and then I can click save. Okay, so now let's just preview this once they've bought this site. Once they've bought this, we're going to go into the course access page, and now the only thing that we've got available, of course, you style this page however you like. You can click the start there, and then you're going to go through to the audio, which they can then play if you want to. So that's how it could work inside there. The other way that you could do it is you could come into the pages itself, and you could actually get rid of the course curriculum completely. So if I went into edit page, and this is how quite a few people do it, but you'll need to use an external course player to actually play it, because we haven't got the player built into course access blocks. We've only got it built into the curriculum. So inside here you could add a block in here. So you could come into here, delete this out, find some sort of player that will play your audio, and then you'd probably use something like an empty block in there, and then you'd probably use the code from that course player, and let's just drop a row in there, and then you probably use the code by going in and using something like an HTML block there, and this HTML block allows you to put custom code in there from an external course player. And then once you have that in there and it's working, you don't need the course curriculum block, so you could delete that out, and that would be the most elegant looking solution using this. But I'm giving you two ways that you could do it. So you can see here this page here, this says how to embed free MP3 players on your website. So I just googled it, and it gives you these options in here. It says if you're comfortable with HTML, you could use this to code to put it in there. You can also simply use an MP3 player here. So I think a few people have used embedded MP3 players or audio players on their site. So if you just type in, if you just post on Facebook asking people, then I'm sure they will help you. If you, Tracy Browning I think has used them, and there's a few others in there I think have used audio players in their site, so they'll better point you in the right direction. Otherwise just Google it, and it only takes 5 or 10 minutes to set up once you find out which player you want to use. Then you'll get a nice little thing like this coming up on that access page, and that should do it. So hopefully that's going to help you out there, Helen, and that's how you can do it easily in your site.